the wonderful city of Dallas, and the state of Texas. Just wanted to give you some quick updates. UTD is one of the fastest growing universities in the nation. And more importantly, UTD, especially from what you may be more interested in, is, I think, if I'm not wrong today, it is the second largest practical training program in the nation, as reported by the Immigration Services in the United States. So for those of you who are international students, I just want to tell you that the department offers tremendous opportunities when you are here. We are continuously adding new courses, new research areas, and new faculty. This year, we were fortunate to add 3 new faculty members in the areas of power and engineering, signals and systems, and also at the intersection of circuits and devices. We are already scheduled to add another at least 2 faculty members in the next year. So that just shows our increasing research portfolio. Today, Dr. J.B. Lee is going to lead the the orientation. And I think once the initial presentations are over, you will have the opportunity to also start looking at courses. My personal advice to you is that look at the courses that are relevant, the courses that are relevant to your interests, the courses that are relevant to what will make you much more skilled from wherever you are. I understand sometimes friends make recommendations, but please do listen to the recommendations of all the wonderful advisors that are also online today. Each one of them is experienced, and they can help guide you both in your academic endeavors as well as whatever you may be interested after you finish your master's, which would include, I hope for some of you, probably moving on to the PhD program, and for some of you moving into the industry world. So with that, again, welcome to you. This is a dynamic university in a very, very dynamic North Texas region, which is going to be one of the largest economic engines in the United States. So I hope that I get to see you when you are here in January. But with that, my best wishes to you and welcome to the UTD.
Thank you so much, Dinesh. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Do you guys see my screen? Oh, not yet. So let me see. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes, carrying through.
Thank you. So let me give a quick overview about the ECE department and graduate program. I am Associate Department Head for Graduate Studies, and Dr. Naupal Al-Dahir is Associate Department Head for Undergraduate Studies, and Dr. Arya Nosratinia is Associate Department Head for Class Scheduling. And in the engineering school level, Dr. Stephanie Adams is our Dean, and Dr. Poras Balsara is Vice Dean, and Dr. John Hansen is Associate Dean for Research for Johnson School. Both Dr. Balsara and Dr. Hansen are faculty in the ECE department. In the university level, Dr. Richard Benson is the president of UT Dallas, and Dr. Musselman is provost, and Dr. Gonzalez is dean of graduate studies, and Dr. Bita is director of international student services. If you need any the international student related matter, Dr. Bita will be helping you. So here is a mission statement in the ECE department. So the mission of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering is to provide excellent education in modern electrical and computer engineering theory and practice. So our graduates are uniquely qualified for rewarding and successful careers in a diverse range of ECE fields, including signal processing, communications, circuits, digital systems, materials, devices, speech image processing, control systems, power electronics, motors and drives, and biomedical applications of electrical and computer engineering. So we offer these degrees. Electrical engineering, we offer bachelor's, master's, and PhD. Computer engineering, same. Bachelor, master's, and PhD. Telecommunication engineering, we do not have any undergraduate program, so only master's and PhD. If some of you are so desired, then there is a combination of master's in EE and MBA combined program as well. So we will move on for areas of study in computer engineering, electrical engineering, and telecommunication engineering. Our faculty advisors will present. So first, we will go for telecommunication engineering. Dr. Marco Taka is here, and he will present about our TE program. Marco?
Yes, sorry, I was muted. It still takes me a second to get ready. Welcome everybody. My name is Marco Taka. I'm a faculty in the ECE department. So the telecommunication engineering is program is one of the programs in the grants master's degree in the ECE departments. It's one of the programs where, as you can see from the courses listed on the slide, it's across departments, so it will give you background and knowledge in areas that are across computer science and electrical and computer engineering. And main reason for that, I don't know if all of you know it, but the area around UTD used to be called the telecom corridor before the telecom bust. So there was, and there is, despite the telecom bust, there is still a very strong request in terms of employment for telecommunication engineers. And as part of the work in telecommunication, you need to have knowledge across all those disciplines. And what you see on the slide is the core classes. All the degrees are organized in core classes and electives. So for telecommunication engineering, you have 5 cores, 5 core classes, 2 in ECE, and 2 in CS, and 1 class that is cross-listed as a computer science and telecommunication engineering. On top of that, you will need 5 additional classes that we call electives. And as far as those classes, as sooner than later, you will very likely have to talk to me as your advisor, and we can discuss the details of the other classes as well. So I think that's all I have. JB, control back to you.
Thank you so much, Marco. And we'll move on to computer engineering, and Dr. Diana Kogan is here. So to present about computer engineering program, Diane?
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. If you're wanting to get a degree in master's degree in computer engineering, you have 2 possible tracks to choose from: the computer systems track and the embedded systems track. So when you look through your package, please check out the degree plans for those 2 tracks and select one so you can declare that. As you're looking at it, understand each of you have, regardless of the track that you choose, you're going to have 4 core courses and then 6 guided electives or free electives. Okay, these 4 core courses are not necessarily offered every semester, so please be watching coursebook every semester to see if one of your core is being selected, is being offered, so that you can take those core as soon as possible. You don't want to get to your last semester and discover that, oh, I still need a core and it's not being offered this semester. That creates a rather awkward situation. So please don't do that to yourself. If you are coming to us from a computer engineering background, you should not need any prereqs going into your 6,000 level classes. If you are coming from an electronics background, which I know a lot of you are, you may need to consider whether your computer science background is weak. Okay, so when you look at the degree plans for computer engineering, you'll see a list of prerequisites for each of the courses that each of the 6,000 level courses that are offered. If those are 3,000 or 4,000 level courses, you almost certainly have those in your background. Those are undergraduate classes. But if there's a 5,000 level CS class, you may need to consider taking that. So we haven't assigned prerequisites to you. You'll need to look in course book and look up the descriptions of those courses. And if you say, oh, I've studied that, then you don't need it. If you look at that description and go, I have no idea what that is, you probably should take that class before you take the 6,000 level class it's a prereq for, okay? There are several areas of research that are available to you. If you're interested in doing the thesis option, we encourage you to do that, to talk to our computer engineering faculty about possibly doing taking the thesis option. Okay. Other than that, please fill out your registration form with courses that you're interested in taking in the spring. Please focus on core courses, and if you need a background, one of the leveling courses, please try to get that out of the way as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Coogan. Electrical engineering, we have 5 areas of concentration in electrical engineering. And first, part of this 5 concentration will be presented by Dr. Lemon. Dr. Randall Lemon will present some of this concentration. Randy?
Thank you, Dr. Lee. In electrical engineering, we have 5 concentrations: circuits concentration, computing systems, devices, power electronics and energy systems, and signals and systems. So what I would like to do, if Dr. Lee, if you could switch the slide. Actually, I think Dr. Hines is covering the circuits part of this. So are you? Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you want, or
Your choice. Okay, I guess we've got the slide here for signals and systems. Let me go ahead and discuss that. For signals and systems, we have a number of courses that you must take, again, as Dr. Kogan just mentioned, in computer engineering. In the electrical engineering, we have concentrations where we have core classes that are required. For the signals and systems concentration, there are 3 core classes. Everyone must take probability, random variables, and statistics. And then you can select 2 other core courses from the 3 listed below: linear systems, digital communication systems, and digital signal processing. In the signals and systems, we have a large number of very well-known and talented faculty members that teach very exciting courses if this is where you like to go. We have areas of communication, including wireless, information theory, signal processing, machine learning, quite a bit of speech processing as well. So we have a very heavy concentration of faculty that deal in this. The next slide shows some of the research areas and labs within the ECE department. Again, speech, signal processing, machine learning, optical, statistical signal processing research, and wireless. So again, this is from a signal standpoint. We also have other concentrations that deal with more of the circuit and the hardware, but this is the signals and systems portion of this concentration. So if you're interested in that, I certainly welcome you to consider that. The other area I'd like to speak to is just the computing systems. This is a very popular concentration in electrical engineering. It requires 3 core courses on your degree plan: advanced digital logic, computer architecture, microprocessor systems. And if you are interested in research, we have a number of professors doing research in the areas of computer architecture, electronic design automation, hardware security, reconfigurable computing, edge computing, wearable devices, software-defined networks, and network virtualization. So very popular area. If you have interest in the digital computer area, I'd certainly encourage you to consider that as a concentration. Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Lemon. So let me go back to circuits concentration, and Dr. Matthew Hines will present. Dr. Hines?
Hello, thank you. Hi, my name is Matt Hines. I'm an advisor for the N through Z students on the EE side, and I'd like to present the circuits area. So for the circuits area, there are also 3 core courses required in the degree plan. And those core courses will allow you to get experience in the digital area, the analog area, and the RF circuit area. So it's a very broad field. And I'd like to, echo the advice of Dr. Kogan as well. Please take those core courses very early in the program, at least two of those, maybe the first semester, and be opportunistic on the electives, because the electives are very deep as well. And you can see there's several courses in the power area, in the analog mixed signal area, the digital area, and the RF area. So you have a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of faculty as well to help you with your with research if you choose to do that. And I'd also like to echo the words of Dr. Bhatia. Please, reach out to your advisors and look at what kind of skills you need. You can see here the companies that are involved, that our students go to and get internships and job opportunities. So there's a lots of opportunities for you there, and we look forward to seeing you. So that's circuits. We can go to the next. So the next is devices, which is a very exciting area. You know that integrated circuit is in the news these days, and there's a very big push to have capability to manufacture integrated circuits here domestically. And so in the devices area, it's a similar situation where you have 3 core courses that give you breadth in devices on the fields and wave side, and quantum physical electronics and semiconductor processing technology. It's also the case that there are many electives to choose from here. You can see a few of them at the top, and you can see our beautiful clean room facilities here. Next slide, please. And I'd also like to highlight our very distinguished faculty that are in the area doing research on several aspects of devices, fabrication and theory. And Dallas is also an area with several companies that have their own fabrication facilities, such as TI, Corvo, etc. And so there's many opportunities to interact with those, and their job opportunities are many in this area as well. And lastly, I'd like to highlight the power and energy systems area. So the 3 core courses there are in power electronics, general theory of electric machines, control modeling and simulation, and power electronics. As Dr. Bhatia highlighted as well, we've added new faculty in this area, and there's many exciting opportunities for new courses and research as well. So there's a lot of students decide to choose this area and investigate the several facets of the curriculum and the applications that you can see here on this slide in terms of transportation, distributed power, energy storage, and motors. And we have faculty that do research in all of those areas. So this is also a fantastic choice for your degree plan and your concentration. I think that's all for me. So thank you.
Thanks a lot, Hines. So let me move on to graduate studies at UT Dallas. So some of the faculty advisors already mentioned about this. For master's students, you have these core classes. So core classes, please try to take those core classes in the first and second semester as much as possible. You know, you have this elective courses and core courses. Core courses, if you do not take core courses, you cannot graduate. Electives, you can choose any courses. So please try to take the core courses as soon as possible. And as Dr. Kogan mentioned and other advisors mentioned, you know, not necessarily always all the time, every semester these core courses are offered. So when these core courses are offered, you need to take it. And in another aspect, many students are interested in internship positions, and preparing yourself for internship positions is the started in day one of your graduate study. So what I mean by that is those core courses will actually help you to get the internships. Of course, you need to do well in those core courses, but you can probably plan to take those core courses in the first semester and do well and prepare yourself better for internship opportunity, whenever it comes. So let me go ahead and talk about the master's EE, CE, and TE side. We have the non-thesis option master's degree and thesis option master's degree. The vast majority of our master's students are non-thesis option. In computer engineering, there are two concentrations, as you have seen. A minimum of 30 semester credit hours is required. And out of those 30 semester credit hours, 12 hours are core courses, 12 hours from CE breadth elective courses, and 6 semester credit hours are ECS electives. What it means by ECS elective is ECS is engineering school, and you can take 2 courses from any department in engineering school, like computer science, like biomedical engineering, like mechanical engineering, something like that. If you want to take those courses, 2 courses can be counted toward your graduation requirement for master's in CE. Again, you don't necessarily, you are not forced to take those courses out of the department. If you so choose to just take all 10 courses in CE, so that is perfectly fine, and that is counted toward this core CE breadth electives and ECS electives as well. By the way, all these underlined texts is clickable, and you can directly go to those links and forms by just clicking the underlined text. Electrical engineering, as you have seen, there are 5 concentration. Again, same, 30 semester credit hour required, but 9 core hours and 18 advising list EE electives, and 3 semester credit hour 1 course from ECS elective. Telecommunication engineering, same, 30 semester credit hour required. We have a little bit more tighter requirement for TE. 15 core semester credit hours are required, and 12 from TE elective, and 1 course is allowed from any department in engineering school. For those who are doing masters with a thesis, you must have the graduate thesis advisor for individual research. So first thing that I want to do the thesis option, then what you need to do is you need to talk to a the research active faculty, some faculty of your research interest, and have their permission that you can take the master's with the thesis with her or him. Okay, that is the first thing. It is not without thesis advisor, you cannot do this master's with the thesis option at all. Once you do that, then this master's with thesis requires 12 semester credit hour for EE, 6 semester credit hour for CE, 9 semester credit hour for TE of research. And of these 12, 6, 9 semester credit hour, one course that 3 semester credit hour must be thesis semester credit hours. And it requires a written thesis submitted to the graduate school, and a formal public defense of the thesis is needed for master's with the thesis. For those who are going into master's with the thesis option, there is another opportunity for the financial aid. It is competitive pathways to research scholarship available for those who doing master's with the thesis. For master's students, we have so-called the degree plan. Before I talk about the degree plan, please be sure to know your degree requirements. So your degree requirements are outlined in the graduate catalog. Once again, this is a clickable link and you can directly go to graduate catalog. And your program core and your overall GPA must be 3.0 or higher to be eligible to graduate. So your program GPA is lower or core GPA is lower and overall GPA is lower than 3.0, you cannot graduate. Okay. A less than 3.0 GPA will result in academic probation, and not having an overall 3.0 GPA for 3 consecutive semesters will result in automatic dismissal from the university. You cannot repeat a course more than once, and no more than 3 courses can be repeated during your stay as a master's student. The ECE Graduate Program Office will conduct audits of your degree plan, and every concentration area has, once again, core courses and elective courses. So students are highly encouraged to take core courses within the first 2 long semesters because this is required. And at the same time, this helps your search for internships and those kind of things. And choose your classes carefully to maximize learning and graduate on time, and make sure official rules of the university are followed. This is very the lengthy document. All the details about the rules about graduate program at the UT Dallas, it is right here. So here I show you a degree plan. So this degree plan is a master's in computer engineering embedded systems concentration degree plan. As we already went through, CE embedded concentration, CE there are 2 concentrations, and CE embedded concentration degree plan is shown as an example. 4 core courses are listed here. So these core courses must be done to graduate. And you can to fill in these boxes right here, which year, which semester you want to take, like fall 23 or spring 24, you need to fill that in. And after you take it, you put your grade, A, B plus, something like that over here. And you can see that these core courses must make at least B minus in each course and must have an overall GPA of 3.0 or better in core courses to graduate. So it is clearly specified in the degree plan. So CE is so-called CE breast elective courses are in the degree plan. So here is group 1. There are 2 courses you can choose. Here are group 2. There are 2 courses you can choose. So this makes the 4, 2, 2, and 2 left. That is given as ECS free electives. Again, you don't need to. You are not forced to take the courses out of the department. If you like, you can choose any of these courses again here as ECS free elective as well. Dr. Kogan they explained about this for masters in CE students. Please carefully listen. If you have the computer engineering background in undergraduate degree, you may not need the prerequisites to take any of these courses. If you do not have a computer engineering background in undergraduate degree, there are some of these courses that you can see over here, the prerequisites here. Okay, you need to carefully look at these prerequisites, and you may not have a background of these prerequisites. You cannot take the 6,000 level courses without taking prerequisites if you do not have CE background. So please carefully look at that. And because of this, in MSCE degree plan, we have this rule right here. 5,000 level course is allowed as pre-elective ECS course if this is prerequisite to a course listed above. And if you take that 5,000 level course, prerequisite course before you take any of these 6,000 level course, then that is counted as one of the pre-elective in ECS. Okay, so please be sure to read these wordings in the degree plan carefully. And if you have any questions, you can always contact faculty advisor and staff advisor in our department. So here are the examples of the MSEE degree plan. Once again, these are just the examples, okay? Here is the circuits concentration example. Here is the signal systems and concentration example. In MSEE, you have 3 core courses. So here is the circuits concentration, 3 core courses, and 6 elective courses here, and 1 ECS free elective courses here. And again, the same rule here, core courses B- or better is counted. If you get a C, then it doesn't count, and you need to take it again to graduate. So please read carefully about these wordings and ask any questions you may have to advisors. For signals and systems, a little bit unique that probability, random variables, and statistics, you must take it. And there are other 3 courses that you can choose 2 out of 3 as core courses. And there are again 6 free elective and 1 ECS elective. What about PhD students? If you're in the PhD program, you must find your research advisor as soon as possible. I think many of you already contacted faculty, and some of you got your faculty advisor already in place. You don't need to wait until you come here at UTD. Please contact faculty of your research interest as soon as possible before you fly to Dallas and join at UTD, and find your PhD advisor as soon as possible. If you cannot find your PhD advisor, it is required that you find your research advisor no later than by the end of the first semester. So you are joining with us in spring 2023. At the end of the spring 2023 semester, that is May 2023, you should have your PhD advisor. For PhD students, you must complete a minimum of 75 semester credit hours beyond a baccalaureate degree. This includes 30 graduate level courses credit hours. So if you are admitted to the PhD program with only bachelor's degree, you did not have your master's degree, and you are admitted into the PhD program, then you must have this 30 semester credit hour graduate level courses. If you are admitted into our PhD program with a master's degree somewhere else, okay, this requirement of 75 semester hour is becoming 45 semester credit hours, 30 semester credit hours less. So master's degree already got it, and PhD you join with us, 45 semester credit hours. Okay. Out of 45 semester credit hours, 42 is combined research and additional graduate level course credit hours, and 3 semester credit hour, just one course, it is dissertation credit hours. Please be sure to take the dissertation credit hours before your graduation. Likely in the last semester of your graduation, you need to take the dissertation credit hours. For PhD students, you must pass a 2-part doctoral qualifying exam. Once again, this is a clickable link. You can directly go to this qualifying exam information over there, and you can find all the details about the qualifying exam. So 2 parts of the qualifying exam. The first part is testing your background knowledge. And how do we test this? This is based on 2 graduate courses here at UTD, and you need to take these 2 graduate courses and get B+ or better grade. If you get a B, it is not counted. If you get a B-, it is not counted. Okay, so you must have a B+ or better grade. So this requirement is a little bit higher because this is qualifying exam for the PhD student. Well, vast majority of the PhD students don't have any issue on this at all. Okay, so part 1 is done, then with the 2 classes, and part 2 is research capability test. So this is kind of the presentation. You do some the research work and literature survey, and you present this result in front of your advisor and some audience from the department, and you need to pass this research presentation part 2. Students with master's degree must pass within 3 long semesters. So if you're incoming in spring 2023, long semester means spring semester and fall semester. So if you got master's degree and you joined with us, then you must finish your qualifying exam by spring 24. Okay. If you join with us without master's degree, then you must finish your qualifying exam by the fall 24. Okay, spring 23, fall 23, and spring 24, fall 24. So you must finish by fall 24. Okay. And if you do not pass qualifying exam at the first try, and you are given for the second chance, if you do not pass in the second chance, you are dismissed from the university. But once again, vast majority of our incoming PhD students do not have the issue of this qualifying exam. For PhD students, you will likely take the research hours and dissertation hour in the last semester. You also want to take some graduate level courses. You must talk to your research advisor, and your research advisor give you permission to register these courses. Okay, so do not take the courses on your own. I'm a PhD student, but I really like these courses. First, talk to your advisor, okay? The research advisor, PhD student relationship is very, very important. Almost everything you need permission from your research advisor, okay? So any graduate level courses and research hours, you need your advisor's consent. And student must register for research and dissertation in the graduate program they are in, not in the research advisor's department. What do I mean by that? Maybe, let me give an example. I am a PhD student in electrical engineering program. So I will get PhD in EE, but for some reason, I found the research faculty in physics department or mechanical engineering department, and they contacted me or I contacted them, and we decide to work together, okay? Then all of your courses should be listed as EE. So for example, the mechanical engineering faculty is your advisor. That mechanical engineering faculty is also affiliated with EE. Okay, so when you register courses for research hours, it should be EE research hours, not ME mechanical engineering research hours or physics research hours. This is a big mistake if you do that. Okay. If you do that, then those hours are not counted for 45 hours or 75 hours requirement. And, we do not have this issue because we evaluate almost every semester what is going on. And if there is any, abnormal situation, then we will alert the students. But please be sure to know this kind of a rule. And at the end of the day, you are responsible for your choice. So please know this rule. So EE PhD students A works with the faculty in ME must register for EEGR 8B 7T the research hours to continue to count those hours toward the graduation. Okay. And PhD students must have a dissertation committee, and you must pass doctoral proposal examination, and then final gate for the PhD degree is a dissertation defense. So writing your own original research-based dissertation and public formal defense. Here is academic calendar for spring 2023. So class will begin Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. And last day for regular registration is a week prior that, Thursday, January 12th is the last day for regular registration. Well, you have this last minute change or something, that late registration is possible, and you can add swap your courses possible, but there is $100 late registration fee. If you did not register by January 12th, you can so do it by January 24th, but there is a late registration fee. So try to register as soon as possible and get it done before January 12th. In the university, we have a so-called Census Day. This is the day that we report everything to the state of Texas. And this is for spring 23 semester is February 1st. And after this date, no change is allowed whatsoever. Okay, no last minute change, nothing we can do after this date. So please be sure to to do it early on. So we strongly encourage you to register courses before January 12th. Last day of classes for the spring 23 semester is May 5th, 2023. If you are international students joining with us in spring 2023 semester, by federal law, you are allowed to enter the United States 1 month prior to the beginning of the semester. That means you can come to the United States from December 18th before the semester starts on January 17th. But usually, once you're here, then there are some requirements that you need to submit your official certificates and transcripts to the admissions department before you get started the semester. And you need to take care of the tuberculosis test here. So some time is needed before your semester starts. So please plan to come like early January or late December, something like that, so you have enough time to get adjust yourself for new environment and take care of all these requirements before the semester starts. Don't just plan to arrive January 16th. That is big no-no. All right, so you are interested in course registration. So let me go ahead and talk about this course registration for spring 2023 semester. First of all, you must fill the online version of Acknowledgement of Policies form. You can click here if you don't know what this is. Just click here, and this will go to that link. So this is a web form. And once you fill out this web form, then this hold is there for your registration. This hold will be removed. Unless you submit this form, this hold will not be removed and you cannot register any courses. So after you finish this requirement, then you can find the courses offered online. You can always look at coursebook website of the UT Dallas. Then you can search about the courses, how many students are registered, how many seats are available, and all those kind of details, who teaches and what is the syllabus, the course description, and a lot of courses also syllabus is there, so you can see all those details before you decide. Then once you decide which courses you take, then you can fill out the registration form. This is also add drop withdrawal form. Again, this is a clickable link. You can just click and you can get the form and you can fill this out. In addition to this clickable link, in orientation package that you received, all the forms that are you need in the initial spring 2023 semester, it is all there. So in the orientation package, we have this registration form. So fill out this registration form, and you can make an appointment with your faculty advisor and talk to your faculty advisor and get advised about the registration and degree plan and get faculty advisor's approval on your degree plan and registration form. So master's students non-thesis option, find your advisor by your first letter in last name. Next slide will show you. PhD students or master's with thesis option students, your thesis advisor is your advisor. So do not make an appointment with this faculty advisor in the next slide. You need to talk to your research advisor and they sign all these forms. PhD students, but you do not have your advisor yet, I will be temporary advisor for you. But again, PhD students, this is the first and foremost important step that you must have your PhD advisor. So try your best to get your advisor well before your arrival here at UTD. And but if you still don't get your advisor, I can temporarily serve as your PhD advisor. So only for the documents, purposes, okay? And the registration form and first semester degree plan for master's students will be reviewed by the advisor, and the signed form will be sent to ECE graduate office, and you will receive acknowledgement of email about your course registration, okay? This is important. You cannot register on your own because all these requirements, we need to have this all done. So we place the gate here and gate there, and it is named as a hold. And so we have this hold in place. You cannot register courses on your own online at all, okay? And from the second semester, you can register your own courses without talking to your advisor, and on your own you can do it. But first semester, there are so many things that we need to check if everything is okay. So you cannot register on your own. So here we show you this 4 faculty advisors. So Dr. Randall Lemon advises any students in EE, masters in EE, if your last name starts with A through K, Dr. Lemon is your advisor. Dr. Matthew Hines takes care of the any EE masters in EE students, and your last name starts with L through Z. Dr. Hines is your advisor. And Dr. Marco Taka takes care of the all TE students. And for CE students, last name starts with R through Z. Dr. Taka is your faculty advisor. Dr. Diana Kogan takes care of the masters in CE. Any student who whose last name starts with A through Q. And email address of the faculty advisors here. So go through this the hold, and once you fill out the registration form and degree plan, email your advisor to make an appointment. So we strongly recommend you to make an appointment with the your advisor sometime next week and get your course registered if at all possible next week. We have wonderful the steps in our graduate program office. Miss Patricia Williams is taking care of the application and admission. So you all applied and you are all admitted. She is the one who worked all this document processing and processed all the requirements and things like that and communicated with you. Some of you, Miss Williams took care of all those application issues and admission issues. And if you still have any issue on the admission related matter, you may directly talk to Miss Patricia Williams. We have the two staff members. They are advisors. Official title is Degree Plan Evaluator. Mr. Joshua Esparza will take care of the advising students with last name starting with A through K, and Miss Kimberly High advises any students with starting with the last name starting with L through Z. It doesn't matter if you are in EE, CE, TE. It just goes by this first letter of your last name, and Mr. Esparza or Miss High will take care of your document processing and course registration. So many stuff. So you will talk to Mr. Esparza and Miss High so many times during your study until your graduation. So even for graduation eligibility, graduation audit, it is all taken care by this wonderful degree plan evaluators, Miss High and Mr. Esparza. So you will talk to them pretty often. So here is a registration form. So this registration form, you need to fill out your last name and first name and your UTD ID. Please write down the numbered UTD ID, not this the email address UTD ID. So fill in this UTD ID here and which semester you are trying to register for. So 2023 spring, you just put 23 here, and then you check register, and there are 5-digit class number there. For example, CE 6304, section 002, and this is 3 credit hours. You need to find that 5-digit class number and fill in here. This 29111 does not necessarily mean that this is 5-digit class number for CE 6304 spring 23. So this is just a given. This is just given as an example. Okay, so 3 courses or 4. So likely 3 courses. So 3 are here and 3 courses listed here, and 3, 9 credit hours, and you must assign. and you need to make an appointment, and your faculty advisor will look at it, and faculty advisor will sign. And once it is done, then this will be emailed to ECE graduate program, and Ms. Hai or Mr. Esparza look at this, and they register for your courses. Once that registration is done, then email acknowledgement will be there. So again and again, register now for spring 2023. So because high demand courses fill so quickly, and after attending this orientation, fill the online version of the acknowledgement of policies form, then the university will remove temporarily all current holds, like admission related holds or TV direct lists related holds, and International Student Services Office related holds. All these the holds will be temporarily removed. And if you face any issue of holds, you can email our the central email address, ECE Grad program. And for official document, UTD does not accept transcript via email unless it is coming via secure PDF, third party like Parchment, etc. So if the your institution does not support an established electronic process to send the documents, students can provide official hard copies in school sealed envelopes once they arrive. So this is a common the method of delivery of your official document. The handling holds before the semester starts. The students failing to comply with all requirements imposed by Student Health Center, ISSO, will be dropped from their classes on the first day. So what I mean by that is that you register now and you arrive, and before the first day of the semester, then you need to take care of all these, these holds, and that is placed back again. And you need to take care of all those holes. If you do not take care of those all those holes, you cannot start your semester. So please be sure to bring your official hard copies or UTD authorized online delivery of these official documents. And TV can only be done once you are here. You need to take care of that before first day of the semester. Otherwise, you may miss a few first days of the semester. That will be disaster. Exceptions can be made if there are legitimate reasons that you cannot deliver some of these things. And please contact admissions office in this email address to request the exception. And please be sure to CC us so that we know what the status you are in. Some of the foreign universities, they don't issue graduate certificate or final semester transcript, right after the end of the semester. It takes like the 1 month or 2 months later after the graduation or something like that. We understand that is very legitimate reason. And you still need to talk to admissions office about this. I cannot bring this official transcript and official certificate of graduation because my university that I graduated from do not provide this at the end of the semester. And I come here, but without this. So can I start the spring 2023 without this? They give exception. And then provided that you provide these the documents, the required documents in 1 month and 2 months or something like that. The questions on uploading and updating materials, you must contact Office of Admission and Enrollment, and each department, like the Electrical and Computer Engineering department, we do not handle this uploading and updating materials. Here is a list of CE, EE, TE graduate courses in spring 2023 semester. In orientation package I sent you, there is also this the list of courses for spring 2023 semester. So you can see this offering of courses here, CE and EEBM, EECS, EECT, EEDG. So devices here, power and energy systems here, RF here, and signals and systems here. So these 2 pages show all the courses, graduate level courses offered by our department. It is listed here. For master's students, need to discuss your degree plan with your faculty advisor. Find your degree plan for your concentration by clicking this. And again, this is all included in your orientation package as well. So you need to submit first semester degree plan by the end of the first semester, but you are strongly encouraged to submit this first semester degree plan when you meet your faculty advisor for course registration for spring 23. So that'll be, we encourage you to do that. And next week, look at the, degree plan and try to fill it out, degree plan, and also the course registration form for spring 23, and meet with your advisor and get advised and sign the forms. If any change in degree plan or change in concentration, you do not need to submit a revised degree plan every time. So first semester degree plan, it is not binding contract at all. So you can change whatever is described later during your master's degree. And you do not need to make an appointment for each time that you change. Just you need to keep an eye on the requirement and be sure that you fulfill the requirement. Of course, if necessary, you may consult with your advisor anytime. And you need to submit the final degree plan toward the end of the 1 semester prior to your graduation. If you graduate in spring 24, then by the end of fall 23, you must submit final degree plan, and that should be reviewed by faculty advisor and signed by faculty advisor and get approved. That is master's students. For PhD students, there are so-called milestones agreement form. So here's a clickable link. And PhD students must submit this milestone agreement form every year. For spring admitted PhD students, like some of you here, it is due 3rd Tuesday of March. And you need to submit every 3rd Tuesday of March every year until your graduation. You need to submit milestone agreement form. So we send a reminder to all PhD students about milestone agreement form. So don't ignore official email sent by our office, and please follow all those recommendations as carefully as possible. Registration for subsequent semesters, you can register on your own, as I said, and early registration is strongly encouraged, and be sure to take care of any holds before registration. If there are holds, you cannot register, okay? And please be sure to stay on top of your degree plan. I'd like to present the other important information here. So many of you are from other countries. So for international student, there is international student orientation. Okay, you must attend this international student orientation as well. So UTD ISSO hosts international student orientation. You can click here and you can find information about international student orientation. And you must complete this mandatory pre-arrival modules and attend orientation either in person or virtual. And here are other useful resources. There is virtual information sessions for international students. It's almost weekly, okay? So you can attend this information session if you do have any questions about the international student matter. Sorry about this, the typo here. This is for not for summer. For spring 23, we have this virtual information session, and you can have those information by clicking here. And here is pre-arrival resources for international students. Again, clickable link. Please click and find some resources. And here is new international student guide and new international student checklist. And so all these information will be probably very useful for international students. If you need the airport pickup for when you arrive here from DFW Airport or Dallas Love Field Airport, you click here and find more information called Big Howdy. And general questions about the international student matter, you can click this. This is the email address that you can contact. Once you join with us, then we strongly encourage that you be a part of this UTD Graduate Student Association. So this is a university-wide graduate student organization, and you can participate and volunteer and being served by this association. For international students from other countries, we have a lot of the ethnic heritage group student organization. For example, Indian Student Association, you can find the more information here. Friendship Association of Chinese Students and Culture, it is here. Pakistan Student Association, Bangladesh Student Organization, Korean Student Association, and Iranian Student Community, and there are more the same ethnic heritage student organization there. If you are chosen as a TA or RA, please be sure that you understand this rule. All TA or RAs must be physically present on campus. No remote work is allowed for TA on RA, okay? As soon as it is found that you are not on campus, then your employment is terminated. It is not by the department, it is by the university. And TA appointments are yearly basis, and priority is given to the PhD students. And because of this, faculty support is crucial for TA appointment. And TA application is only accepted during February 1st through February 15th each year. So faculty advisor knows all those details. So if you're interested in TA position, then talk to your faculty advisor for TA application. RAs are, directly awarded by the faculty members, depending on their research funding. So our office, ECE Graduate Program Office, is nothing to do with RA. Okay, so just to talk to your faculty advisor and about this RA. For TA and RA, you must register for 9 semester credit hours in long semesters, and for summer, you must register for 6 semester credit hours. But not every year. And all TA RA related documentation, timesheets, and alumni support must go to this email address right here. There are a lot of fellowships offered by the engineering school, and most deadline is June each year. So if you're interested in fellowships, please, check this website and look at the deadline. I can tell you there are lots of fellowships available. So, but none of them is need-based. So, so your academic excellence and good, record in your resume is important if you are interested in having fellowship. Some fellowships are small, some fellowships are large. So I encourage you to look at this fellowship page. Scholarships, the most common scholarship for master's students is Johnson School Dean's Graduate Scholarship. And you can find more information here. And Pathways to Research Scholarship is for bachelor's students with thesis option. You can find more information here. And some scholarships come with tuition reduction, not all. And tuition reduction means that out-of-state tuition rate is becoming in-state tuition rate. So that is a substantial, the financial the benefit of this receiving this scholarship with tuition reduction. So all eligible students will be informed once a scholarship opportunity is available, and application is required, and it is merit-based. And so what I mean by merit-based is high GPA, high GRE are crucial factors for selection of these scholarships. Okay. So it is usually given as year by year. So in the fall 22 semester, we already selected, this Dean's Graduate Scholarship awardees in fall 22 and spring 23. So for spring 23 incoming students, if there is any scholarship opportunities available, we'll inform you right away. Otherwise, you need to wait for next round of the scholarship application. That'll be likely sometime in March, April, May timeframe, and you will receive about this scholarship availability. You may receive in your admission letter that these prerequisite courses are required for you, something like that. Or for masters in CE students, as Dr. Kogan mentioned, if you don't have the computer engineering undergraduate background, you may need to take these prerequisites. Okay. And you may not be able to register courses because you don't have prerequisites. And if you feel that, oh, I have the knowledge, I took this course that is the same as this prerequisite listed here, so why do I need to take this prerequisite course? Then what you need to do is you can fill out waiver of prerequisite form. So some of you have prerequisite courses listed in the admission letter or need prerequisite for certain courses. If you feel that you have already taken these prerequisite courses, then fill this request for waiver form. Then prove that prerequisite was taken in the last 4 semesters of your undergraduate degree with a grade of B or better. You took it and it is a C, it is not counted, okay? So you must take that prerequisite course. So in the last 4 semesters, okay? And you must submit transcripts and syllabus of the courses and get approval for by the instructor who teaches the course. So this is a crucial point. You don't say that, you don't just fill out the form and I did it and, I should not take this course. This should be approved by the course instructor here at UTD, and they look at your course syllabus and they look at your transcript and okay, this is the same course and you got B+ or B or better, and so you don't need to take this prerequisite. So you need to go through this process, okay? Not just the judge on your own, and then it is not going forward in any direction at all. So submit requests before you register courses if you feel that you have the background on prerequisites. Some of you may transfer from another graduate school to us. Then you can have the this transfer credit request. For master's students who transfer from other schools, only 25% of graduate coursework for your degree plan can be transferred from another graduate school. So this equates. We have 30 semester credit hour requirement, so 25%, that is 7.5 semester credit hour for master's students. So typically the graduate class is 3 semester credit hour is 1 course. So in reality, maximum of the 2 courses can be transferred from other university. But those courses should be the equivalent to some of the courses here at UTD ECE department. If you cannot find that equivalent course, that cannot be transferred. For PhD students, transfer of master level credit into a doctoral program is limited to a maximum of 36 semester credit hours. Okay. And complete this necessary paperwork for transfer of credit at the end of the first semester at UTD after finishing 9 semester credit hours at UTD. So if you're coming into spring 23 semester, you need to take the 3 courses here at UTD first before you transfer credit. And so if you're interested in the transferring of your credits, so go through this form and get the necessary signatures, and you may need to support documents like transcript, course syllabus, textbook information, and assignments, project examinations, and those kind of information may need to be provided. Well, some of you may have interest. No, I did not know about all this, and I am in a master's in EE program. There are 5 concentration. I initially thought that I want to go to circuits, but I am interested in power and energy or something like that. You can change it. In CE, we have embedded systems concentration and computer systems concentration, 2 concentration. You already selected it, but you want to change it. You can do that. So ECE department has 3 graduate programs, and in the graduate program in CE or EE, you can change concentration, but you cannot change from I am admitted to MSEE. And after some thought, I got to start my master's degree in CE instead of EE, MSCE. You are not allowed to do that. I am in MSTE and I want to start MSCE instead of MSTE. You are not allowed. So what is needed? You need to apply again, okay? But it sounds a little bit complex, but all your application material is already here. So it is, the reapplication is nothing really need a lot of effort. And because you are admitted into our program, and reapplication to another program, it will not be very difficult at all, okay? So, but it is not automatically done. It is reapplication is needed. So you must take your action if you so choose to another graduate program in our department. Okay. As I said, change of concentration from one to another within the same program. So 2 concentration in CE or 5 concentration in EE. You can just fill out the form and this form right here, and then get the approval by the faculty advisor, and you can email to us, then it is all done. If you are admitted into the PhD without master's degree, you can submit this form to add master's degree into your PhD, and you must finish all the master's requirement if you want to get master's degree with your PhD. And if you are admitted into the PhD without master's but want to close PhD program and just to begin master's. Very, very rare situation. You must first get your PhD advisor's approval for this, and you can submit this form to change your status from PhD to a master's student. This clickable link right here, it is titled the ECE Grad Forms and Announcement page. This is a web page. We listed all these forms in one web page, and it is clickable link all provided there. So almost all forms that you need for your graduate study is all collected here in this page. So you may need to go this page often during your stay as a graduate student in our program. Well, if you're interested in internships, so you must work with the Johnson Career Services Office. So again, it is clickable. Johnson Career Services program provides career development support to students. And it's like the career development workshops, job search guidance, resume critiques, mock interviews, and internship fairs and recruiting events. And all these services are available for Johnson Career Services. If you do go for internships, you must get, if you're an international student, you must get CPT authorization, curricular practical training authorization. If you don't take this CPT authorization and you go for internship, if you're an international student, that's violation of federal law, and that is a significant issue. Please be sure to go through the right approach. And international student for going internship, you need to get CPT authorization. Again, this is all taken care by Johnson Career Services, not by the department. And the international, the Student Services Office and Johnson Career Services together. Here's a quick the fact about the Johnson School and ECE. ECE department undergraduate program, we have more than 1,100 students. As of now, we have master's students, 300 master's students, and more than 200 PhD students. So it's kind of the balanced, like the 2-to-1 ratio undergraduate to graduate, and master's and PhD 3-to-2 ratio of this in terms of numbers. So we are a very large the ECE graduate program and very large ECE overall undergraduate and graduate program in the United States. Faculty members, we have 40 tenure track faculty and 19 non-tenure tenure track faculties, so total of 59 faculty members here in the department, and out of 59 we have 13 ITV fellows. If you're interested in internships, this is the statistics. In 2020 to 2021, we have 115 students who took internships, and last year we had 131 students got internships. You know, note that 2020-2021 is peak of a pandemic, and you know, internship, demand was not going down at all. Okay, so you have the good opportunity of internships if you are interested in. In terms of rankings, based on U.S. News and World Report 2023, our CE program is 47th in the nation, 27th in out of the public universities, and 3rd in Texas public universities after UT Austin and Texas A&M. EENTE program 51st in the nation, 29th in public universities, and 3rd in Texas public universities again. So you know, we used to have this ranking somewhere between 44th to 53, somewhere around there for many years now, and just you know, this the score system is unique in US News and World Report. If that 1/10 of a point going down or 1/10 of a point going up, it is going like the 10 ranking up and down like this. So we in EE and TE, we were well below the 50s rank. So good ranking, but it is 1/10 point change there. Now it is the 51st. I think the in 2024, 2025, we'll go somewhere around this 40s and 50s ranking. In terms of quality of our program and this large nature and both quantity and quality, I believe that we deserve much better ranking than this. But we are a young university, only founded just about 50 years ago, and very young school. So it takes a lot of time to get reputation, and so that is the ranking over there. After you graduate, here is job prospects. So here are top employers of UTD ECE graduate students. Intel Corporation, just Intel only, they hired 183 students for the past 7 years. This is very large number. 183 students from our ECE department for past 7 years. And after so top employer is Intel. It is followed by Qualcomm, and that is followed by Apple and AMD and Qorvo, Skyworks, and many other companies like the Texas Instruments, of course, and Microchip Technology, NVIDIA, Cisco Systems, Global Foundries, and all these companies. But once again, 180 students employed by, one company for the past 7 years from our program. But this is how good we are, how big we are. Dr. Dinesh Bhatia mentioned about this, immigration and customs enforcement. This is federal government office, and they, provided this report every year. In 2021 report, this is number of students participated in optional practical training in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. So it is not just showing ECE, all engineering and all science and all math, but you can see that UT Dallas is number 2 in terms of students employed in STEM through OPT program, and authorization issued is number 2, 1256 in 2021. Northeastern, we are just slightly behind the Northeastern University, and USC, Columbia is behind us, UT Arlington is behind us, Arizona State, Carnegie Mellon, UIUC, UC Berkeley, New York University, all these well-known schools are behind us in terms of numbers hired by the companies through OPT program. We used to be number 1 for many years. Up to 2020, we were number 1. Northeastern was number 2 in terms of numbers, and it is flipped in 2021. But likely it will be flipped back and forth in the coming years. Other informations like the computer information, the computer accounts, get login and password. You have some issue about the UT Dallas login and password, you need to contact this Office of Information Technologies, and you can always contact them by sending email here or call them. But quickest and fastest response is online chat. So you can go to this website and take care of the issues if you have any issue in computer accounts. All official communications with us will be through this UT Dallas email address only. Before you come to UTD campus, you can still use the personal email address, And I strongly encourage you to use personal email address before you come to UTD. But once you come to UTD, never use your personal email address. Probably it will not read. Okay, always use your official UT email address for any communication with university offices, including ECE graduate office. We have great computer labs in our the department. So it is open access computer labs for student use in library, as well as the ECS North in our building, fourth floor. There are computer labs already all there. For any students, the academic dishonesty and plagiarism is big no-no. So any form of academic dishonesty will not be tolerated, and unless otherwise specified by your course instructor or your advisor, all work that you submit has to be completed solely by you. And all matters related to academic dishonesty and disciplinary actions are described in here. Hopefully there is no issue that you face about this plagiarism and academic dishonesty. If you face like if you have an issue like the cheating or something, the faculty directly reports this university office, and there may be even risk of the dismissal from the university. So please be sure that you do not cheat, you do not fall into this academic dishonesty issue. For incoming master's students for spring 23, we have another perk for you, that we have this laptop ready for your pickup. For any master's, EE, master's, CE, master's, TE students, new state-of-the-art Dell laptop with a value of the $1,100 is ready for your pickup. So it'll be distributed first come, first served basis, and a form for using the laptop will be distributed as soon as you arrive here and complete registration for classes. Then you will receive this form, and you can fill out the form, and you can pick up this laptop. And this is not given to you. You can keep it until your graduation, and you need to return when you graduate. This is brand new. Okay, this is not the used laptop at all. This is a brand new laptop we purchased for you. Unfortunately, this is only for master students. PhD students, you need to work with your PhD advisor. PhD advisor should provide all these resources. Almost the last slide, that we are paperless. So any and all electronic forms you need during your graduate study should be here. So click here, that form page there. And almost all information related to the graduate study can be found in Graduate Student Handbook. Okay, so please keep this student handbook handy. And whenever you have a question, probably you can go via this handbook first, because it is very thoroughly describe all the details. And you still have a question, you can always contact us. So ECE Graduate Office is operated in paperless mode. No physical copy of any form is accepted ever, okay? And your form must be submitted by email to here in this email address. For this orientation, like I said, I sent you, for those who RSVP'd, I sent you an orientation package. If you did not receive orientation package, then please write your name in the chat box and email address. Again, no abbreviation in your name. Please do not abbreviate your name in any time you stay in the graduate program, because there are so many students, similar names, and once you use abbreviation, it is very difficult to find who that student is. For those who did not send us RSVP in the web form, please write to us in the chat box. So we have we have the record that you attended this mandatory orientation for spring 2023 semesters. Here are other online resources for ECE students. We have also this social media for ECE students. We also have the ECE department YouTube channel, and in the YouTube channel, there are lots of the webinars, the job internship related webinars or information webinars or previous semester orientations. You can find all those recorded, the webinars and orientations. So you may find those pages, the videos useful. So that is all I have. And once again, welcome everyone to UTD. And let me stop sharing my screen. And so floor is now open for live Q&A. So let me see what kind of questions are asked. Okay, so there are lots of questions asked in the chat box, and I believe many of these questions are answered already. If you have any questions, please be sure to just turn your microphone on and ask questions now. Anybody, any questions?
Oh, when exactly we be able to register for classes?
As I said, you need to take care of this acknowledgement of policies form online on your own, and then find your courses, fill out the registration form, and make an appointment with your advisor. Hopefully next week, sometime next week, you have this, you secure this appointment with your advisor. So email your advisor to secure appointment time. So hopefully by the end of next week, everyone who attends this orientation are registered. Did I answer your question?
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
I have one more question. Like, are there any scholarships offered for this spring semester?
What is that?
Are there any scholarships are being offered for the spring 23?
Spring 23, the scholarship is not available yet. So I'm sorry about that. As soon as it is available, we will inform you.
Okay. And how do we be able to get the graduate assistantships or teaching assistantships or research assistantships?
Well, as I presented, teaching assistant, it is based on faculty recommendation. So if you're interested in, you need to talk to faculty of your research interest, and they need to recommend you. It is not just the applying yourself, and it is reviewed.
How about student assistantships, like the graduate assistantship?
Graduate assistant.
Yes, graduate assistant.
We only have the TA and RA, okay? And if there is any other jobs available, it is always available. Throughout the campus, there is if any the job is available, and it is posted in the site called Handshake, and Handshake has all these listed jobs available throughout the campus. And so you can look at the Handshake and to see if there is anything that you can apply for.
Okay, thank you so much.
Any other questions?
Hello, a question from my side.
Yes.
Yeah, so what are the minimum credit hours to be registered for each semester? So are there any minimum credit hours to be registered?
For any international students, very good question. Any international students, you must take 9 semester credit hours. for spring semester and fall semester. This is not the department requirement. This is not the university requirement. This is federal law. International student must maintain full-time student status. And by definition, the full-time student is taking 9 semester credit hours, 3 graduate level courses. That is required by the law of the United States. For domestic students, if you're United States citizen or permanent resident, you can take any the course workload as you wish. So you just want to take the 1 course and 3 semester credit hours, you can do that. But for any international students, you must take the 9 semester credit hours for spring semester and fall semester. Summer semester, you do not take. It is not required that you take the any course at all. Did I answer your question?
So
Yeah, yes, thank you.
we will not be having any course offered in the summer.
I'm sorry.
Will there be any course offered in the summer?
Yes, there are always courses offered in summer, but it is a substantially smaller number in the graduate level. Probably like less than 10 courses. Likely it is 5 or 6 courses or something like that. In that range, summer courses are available.
Okay. Are there any online courses available on the all electives?
As of right now, there is no online courses. All
Not
courses,
even a subject.
all courses are in person as of right now.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, JB.
Yes.
Can we choose the concentration on our own, or it is auto-selected based on our previous degree for embedded and computer systems?
You need to take your own concentration.
Sure.
So once you are admitted, I think you are already selected your concentration. Maybe you are not aware, but you already selected your concentration.
Thank you.
But once again,
so you're saying like
so if you really want to change your concentration, you can do so as I presented. Yes.
while filling out the application to UTD, I picked a course of circuits as a concentration, like while applying for the university. So
Right.
will that reminds this?
That is your concentration. Okay. Any other question?
Hello, JB. Actually, I have a doubt regarding waiver of prerequisite form. I have a background of BTech in electronics and communication engineering, but in my admission form, they have requested a prerequisite of electromagnetics course. So, should I submit the form during my registration of classes, or can I do the form submission right now?
Suddenly, if you took that course, then suddenly you can submit this waiver or prerequisite form, and your faculty advisor will help you, and you can.
Can I do this process like right now, or should this be done in January when I am enrolling for the classes?
No, you can do it online. Everything can be done online.
Okay, thank you.
So in your case, one more time. So acknowledgement policy form is done. Then you course registration and waiver prerequisite form also submit to your faculty advisor and talk with the faculty advisor. Okay. And when you do that, please be sure to provide those information that I already took this electromagnetic course. Okay, so here is the information that the course that I took. So here is more information about here, so that this is approved. You don't want to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So try to provide as much information as possible, so it is all done at once. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question?
Hello.
Yes.
One of my core courses require some requisite courses, so do I need to take those courses as it wasn't until it was taken by me during my undergrad first year. So do I need to take that?
Farzana, it's very difficult to hear your voice because of the noise. Can you write it down your questions in the chat box?
Sure, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Is there any required course for the PhD student?
There is no required courses for PhD students. PhD students, it's really all up to your PhD advisor. So you need to talk to your PhD advisor. If your PhD advisor requires some courses, that is requirement. Okay. But for PhD students, you need to take 2 courses here at UTD, and that is a part 1 qualifying exam. And those 2 courses are also, again, it is selected by your PhD advisor and you. So you discuss with your PhD advisor, okay? And unlike the master's degree, that master's degree, you have this set courses that you must take these core courses to get master's degree. PhD students, you do not have those core courses. It is always the decision by your PhD advisor. So please talk to your PhD advisor about any potentially required core courses, okay?
Thank you.
Any other?
I have a question. I'm a PhD student, but I'm also an international student. Do I have to select those 9 credit hours every semester until the end of the PhD?
If you're an international student, the answer is yes. Spring and fall, you need to take the 9 semester credit hours until your graduation. And that 9 semester credit hours for PhD students, mostly it is research hours. Okay. Only 2 courses are regular courses as part 1 qualifying exam. All other courses, mostly it is research hours. So you just fill out this 9 semester credit hour research in spring, 9 semester credit hour research in the fall, something like that. Does it make sense?
Yeah, so I don't need to select those 3 courses, 3 core courses, if I'm a PhD student.
Again, there is no core course for PhD students.
Cool,
okay?
I got it.
Core courses is only for master's degree. For PhD students, only requirement entire the duration of a PhD 2 course. That is only requirement for any regular courses. All other courses can be research hours.
Perfect. Great.
Okay.
Thanks for your answer.
Thank you for your question. Yes. Any other questions from anyone else? No further questions? Well, if you do not have any further questions.
I have a question, JV. Hi. I hope you're doing good. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, great. So as of now, I have a very specific situation. So I actually got my visa issued on different college, through a different college. So I received my offer of admission from UTD quite later. So I already got it, got the admission, I mean, the visa stamped for a different college from New York. So right now, what I'm trying to do, I've been, as we speak, I've already been conversing with the ISSO team to basically understand what is the process so that I can transfer and get the whatever due diligence is done. But I'd like to understand are there any specific things that I have to do so that I'll be eligible for registering courses? Like,
if your intention is to coming to UTD, not the other university, you can register courses now. And all this immigration matter. So I'm glad to hear that you already conversed with the International Student Office here. They will take care of the immigration matter, I-20, and something like that. So maybe they have some advice that how to come to the United States and they arrive to our university. So it is really the question to that International Student Services Office. So please talk to them. And for like I said, from the department perspective, you can register. There is no issue of the registration. There is no reason to hold your registration until the last minute and until everything is done. You can register now. Okay.
great. And one more question regarding the prerequisites. So I've been looking at the form that you've sent. Like there's the slide which basically says which prerequisite is to be taken. So I'd like to understand. So if there's a prerequisite that's not been mentioned in my admission letter, but I still would like to take it, like, will that also be, is that also supposed to be discussed with the advisor? Is that how it works?
Yes, please discuss with your advisor. Are you in the Masters in CE program?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so Masters in CE, it's a little bit special situation. So so many courses are listed in the degree plan, and there are many required prerequisite courses. So once again, if your undergraduate degree is from CE side, the computer engineering side, you might already have all those already. Okay. And if you do not have your undergraduate degree from CE, then you may not have it. So then, you need to take the prerequisites. So it doesn't really matter that those courses are not listed in my admission letter. Why do I need to take it? Well, I'm sorry, but that's what it is. So we don't list every single prerequisite courses in the admission letter for each student. Mostly MSEE do not face this issue, but MSCE, because of this unique nature of the combination of CS and EE coming together, that is the unique requirement over there. So please discuss with your faculty advisor about this, and I can be further resource if you need the further clarification. One good news for Masters in CE students, our department is working very hard right now, and it is almost in the final stage of restructuring Masters in CE program. It is not done, so I provide all these, two concentration of MSCE and all these specific requirements for MSCE. This will be completely restructured in a better way. And what I mean better way is to make students' life easier, okay? And it'll be likely set in place before spring semester starts. And then all those who join in spring 2023 semester, the new rule will be applied. So maybe all these very strict rules, as of right now, it'll be all lifted, and you will no longer have those kind of the worries. But in the meantime, we do not have that set in place. So you need to go with the degree plan that we have now, and you need to discuss with faculty advisor. Make sense?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, that works. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other question?
Where exactly can we find any prerequisite courses? If I had any
It's
prerequisite.
very difficult to hear because of the background noise. Sandeep, it's very difficult to hear. So
I'll type in the chat box. I'll type in the chat box.
You may write in the chat box if you.
He already did. Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Any other question?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
So Sandeep wrote down in the chat box, where exactly can we find the prerequisites? Oh, so in the degree plan, that lists all the prerequisites over there. And if you go UTD coursebook website, then you can click this course link and it goes to course catalog and it gives all those prerequisites. Did I answer your question, Sandeep? Okay, let me go to the next question in the chat box. Does the CE program allow a full-time CPT co-op in spring, fall semester? Yes, of course. If you follow the all the procedures by Johnson Career Services and International Student Offices, yeah, you can definitely take CPT co-op in spring or fall semester. There are a good number of students take that opportunity. For international students, first and foremost rule is that you cannot do any CPT or the co-op before you finish your 1 year of study. So you are eligible for any of these after 1 year of arrival here in the United States. Okay, so you can only be eligible because you are coming spring 23. You will only be eligible for internship and CPT from spring 24. So where to find if I've been assigned to any prerequisite courses? So I am not quite sure I understand your question. UTD course book, you can find all this course information. And UTD catalog has all these course lists. So hopefully that answers your question. If not, then please write it again. So Sadushan's question here. I received the admission letter a bit late and not sure whether the visa process is finished in time. If I have to defer the admission, is it okay to register for courses? Depending on your visa situation, please consult with your ISSO. ISSO, they can provide the good advice on immigration matter, visa, and interview matter. If you really think that you cannot have the visa appointment time before you get here for spring 23, it is too late. If you think, then it is our recommendation that you do not register for now. If there is any chance that you can come for spring 23, well, go ahead and register. Well, if you registered and if you cannot come, inform us as soon as possible. And just to go ahead and defer to your admission to later term, like the fall 23, something like that. Hopefully that answers your question. So another question. Hello, I'm an international PhD student in EE. There are no mentions of prerequisites in my admission letter. Do I still have to take any? For PhD students, mostly it is not course-based. Only 2 courses that is required for qualifying exam. So, that is likely there is no issue of the prerequisites at all. Okay, so please talk to your advisor for those 2 courses. Please verify this for masters as well. If there is no clear mention in the admission letter, likely you do not have any issue for prerequisites. The prerequisite issue is mostly in the MSCE students, not MSEE students. And MSCE students, I explained all this in this orientation already. But if you have further questions, let me know. Okay. I caught up all the questions in the chat box, I think. If you have a question, you can ask live. Turn your microphone on and ask.
I think I have one more questions. So for PhD student, you mentioned in the slide that the requirement is 45 semester credit hour for PhD student with an MS. So my question is, if I maintain 9 semester credit hour for every semester for international student, is there a restriction on the proportion of the coursework and research hour in each semester? For instance, if I take 2 courses and only 3 credit hour left for the research hour, is that okay, or is there any minimum research hour per semester?
There is no minimum research hour required for the PhD, so it's really free. So you don't have any issue about the minimum required the PhD research hours. There is no such thing. It is university rule is only 45 credit hours beyond the master's degree. That is a requirement, and there is no minimum research hours required. Okay.
So it means that of the 45 credit hours, it can made up from any number of courses, right? And then the rest will be the research hours.
Yes.
So take as much course that the student want, and the rest is the research hour, right? I mean,
that is not your decision. You need to talk to your PhD advisor. PhD student, you need to work with your PhD advisor. Okay. So please do not take your the courses because you are interested. Maybe your PhD advisor does not say that is required. Okay. So you need to talk to your PhD advisor and get advised. Okay. That is what it is supposed to be. If you just take the every semester 3 credit, so 3 courses each semester in regular courses, maybe your PhD advisor say maybe angry to you.
Okay, thank you.
You know what I mean. Okay, you need to work with your PhD advisor.
Yes.
So PhD is really about the research. Okay. All right, there is one new question. Is the number of semester credit hour is the same for PhD students without a master's degree, or is there any difference? So PhD students can be either PhD admitted into PhD program with master's degree or without master's degree. Without master's degree, you need to take 75 semester credit hours for PhD. That is minimum. With the master's degree, 45. So there is big difference. Okay. Did I answer your question, Sadushan? Any other question? You can just turn your microphone on. Okay, I mean number of courseworks and research hours. There's no difference with masters or without masters for number of coursework and research hours. So for either you get master's degree or without master's degree, you are a PhD student, then you need to pass the qualifying exam. Part 1 qualifying exam, it is required that you take regular courses, 2 regular courses here at UTD. That is, you know, the course that you take is decided by your advisor. It is regardless that you have a master's degree or you do not have a master's degree, it doesn't matter. I hope that is clear, Sadushan. Any other questions? Feel free to turn your microphone on and ask. Well, at this point, let me stop recording this live Q&A session. I will continue answer your question. I'm not going anywhere. So for a while, I will be staying here and answer your question. But I think the most of the important questions are asked and it is answered. So I will stop recording here.